All right, so today we've got some guests. Really just one.
It's me, it's me.
It's this guy. We got Jeremy, one half of Down South Off-Road and Outdoor. And they're over here, well, he's over here today because we're putting some new headlights in Moxie. So we're gonna do a little unboxing. We've got Sunpie 7-inch rotating RGB JKU headlights. But I'm telling you, I know my wife, they will not be rotating. They will be one color, always.
It's not gonna happen.
All right, let's get into this.
All right, Jesse, open those headlights. Here we go, guys.
Oh man, look how
that is some beautiful foam.
So bright. All right.
First thing I'll say, these are packaged much better than the $250 lights we bought for Kim's.
Really?
They literally came wrapped in styrofoam and plastic, no box. So guys, what you're looking at is the Sunpie 7-inch RGB 3D LED headlights. Jesus, that's a lot of letters.
A lot of words.
So I don't know what the 3D part is, but, and you've got one piece of instructions, which is
suspiciously like an arc reactor.
It does. It looks like the drawings in Iron Man 2 that Iggy Rourke was doing.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm about to just spread his blueprint out.
Yep. Boom.
Lock you away in a cave. All right, so we've got instructions. We've got a bundle of wires here. Let's see. It's like LED Bluetooth controller.
So that's the RGB controller.
Connectors on one end, and then leads on the other.
Are those the waterproof connectors, or they just plug in?
One's got a waterproof sleeve for it, and the ground is just a fitting. And we've got a looks like it's getting power for this controller from the fuse box.
Quick and easy, right?
Yeah, we'll see. And then we've got a couple of adapters.
I think that's an H4 adapter, maybe.
And then
pull one of the lights out, Jesse. Do it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do this too.
Isn't that satisfying?
Maybe we'll see.
So right off the bat, these are packaged very well. They look
that's satisfying.
just like they do look like an Iron Man chest.
It feels sturdier than I kind of expected.
It's got definitely a very unique design. You know, with Jeeps, it's hard to be different. And you know, you always see everybody with just the LED halos on their headlights. So
I feel like you could also maybe make a prediction. It's very crystal ball-esque right here.
All right, wait.
Step one's really easy. We're gonna pop the hood. We got a number of clips across the top. I think it's 4 or 5. We're gonna take those out, and then the grill will come forward. There's a number of pins across the bottom that will pop out as well. Once we do that, we're gonna remove the clips in the back of the fog lights. They'll come out once we disconnect the wire. Then we'll pull the grill out of the way completely. Then we've got, I think it's 4 Torx bits in here to remove the headlight. We'll put the new ones in, we'll do the wiring. That's a wrap.
All right, y'all, so once you get the grill off, you're gonna get a T15 Torx bit, and you are gonna remove the 4 that you see here.
The ring has came off.
Sure has. Here, hold up.
All right, pull that on out, and then find the plug. Yep.
So we are going to use the supplied adapters.
But only one of them.
But only one of them. Hopefully that doesn't cause any issues.
If it does, we'll never admit it. All right.
All right.
So what I've done here off camera is I just attached this adapter to the end of the power wire for the Bluetooth control box. And so what this will do is plug into the cigarette outlet fuse in the panel here, and the existing fuse will go into the top of that. For us, it's gonna be this 20 amp fuse right here near the top of the fuse box. M6 location. Perfect. So we're gonna grab that, pull it out, and you'll see in the top, you've got a spot for the fuse. So beautiful. Put that in there. Now we should have enough room still. Perfect. So we plugged in here, and we're gonna take this nut off here to use as our ground, and then we'll run out from this opening straight to all of our headlights. All right, so what we did is I just snipped off the connector, stripped it, so we've got bare exposed wire. And we'll just twist it and pinch it between that washer that I've already put on here and this nut. We're not gonna close this up though until we've plugged everything up and tested it. We pulled through here and we're gonna zip tie it up along this existing cable and bring it in that way.
So that it looks nice and clean.
Two things. First, we're just gonna connect it to make sure that they're actually turning on. But there's a second step here, and that's right here. This yellow cord wire is for the turn signals. Without hooking them up, my assumption is that the halo probably blinks with the turn signal. And so what we're probably gonna do is right here, these are the wires that go to the turn signal in the fender. So we're gonna splice into that. We've got our connectors here that were already there. This is the one that was existing. And then the Bluetooth controller, which I don't suppose we really need yet, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So this is the connectors for the Bluetooth. I've added some heat shrink because it just has sort of slip-on connection. It's probably fine. It feels pretty tight, but just to be safe, I'm sliding a little piece of heat shrink over top of that.
That way if you do any creek crossings, you're keeping the water out of it.
So we're ready to put these in. We've got it all wired up. This is the connector going into the Bluetooth controller. I put a little band of heat shrink on that, just like we did on the other side. We got a little anti-flicker box here for the LED, and here is the wire for the amber. So earlier in the video, I said that these would be for the turn signals. These markers don't blink, but Daisy's fine with that. She just wants the amber as just a regular sort of parking marker, so we're gonna leave it. If you want to wire them to blink, just tap into your fog light or your grill blinker right here. Same process. So now we're just gonna line up these 3 notches in the bezel. Push our wires back.
Put those rings back on.
We get it started. We'll go to the opposite. All right, so the next part is we're gonna get Daisy's phone and we're gonna install the app to control this outer ring, the RGB part. For the last bit of this, we tried to hook up to the app and the Bluetooth wasn't connecting. We tried a lot of different things. Tried different grounds. I used the plug at different locations. I straight wired it to the battery, nothing. So what ended up being the case is there's an issue somewhere in this jumper for the fuse box. When I disconnected it and connected the wire straight to the terminal, everything came on immediately. The app connected right away. So if you are having issues with connectivity, this might be the problem. I've got a sort of temporary fix. I've got it just sort of wired in with the fuse. I'll get a jumper for that eventually, but for now, that's how we're doing it. So as you see, it's got an off button. Go ahead and click that.
Boop.
Boom.
So then they come on, and then she's got a color wheel that she can. It's hard. The camera is not even conveying the colors properly.
I'll tell you that. You gotta
Make them red.
You gotta shift to a spot and then give it a second. And then
Oh yeah, look at that.
Or you can hit the single colors at the bottom and it'll go instantly.
Oh. Okay, fair enough. Ooh.
Sorry. So you can see, guys, that's how you control
I like that.
it. Hit another button.
Pretty.
Boom.
That night after filming, we spent a few minutes getting them adjusted. These lights are currently about $150 on Amazon and fit a few different Jeep models and years. We've been running them for a while now with no issues. However, they are Cree LEDs, so the beam cutoff is sharp, and the only difference between low and high beam is the brightness and not the pattern. Do you have a set on your rig? Let us know how you like them in the comments. See you next time.